Hi everyone, this is Val, and today I'd like to show you this journal. I finished it some time ago, but I've been a little bit tardy in making the video. That would be because I don't like making videos at all. But I've put it off long enough, and today's the day. So this one is called Vintage Farmyard. It measures 230 millimeters by 142 millimeters, and it has about a 30 millimeter spine. There's 3 sewn-in signatures and 60 double-sided pages, lots of lace and bits of cotton hanging off of it, and the back has some of the images from the digi kit I used for this one. And the digi kit is one of my own designs. It's called Vintage Farmyard, and it's available in my Etsy store for instant download, and I will put the link for that below, as well as the link for this journal, because it's for sale in the Etsy store as well. Let me just say though that the digi kit that I have in Etsy may not be exactly the same as what I've used in this one, because I made about 60 pages. There were just so many versions floating about, and I don't know for sure exactly that this is exactly the same as the digi kit. So let's just have a quick flick through, and you'll see some of the look that I've gone for in this journal, which is very vintage farm, lots of farm animals, lots of tractors, and you know, a few other little elements that will come too. So that's some paper that I got from my local florist, which is just lovely. There's about 3 different ones of that I got. I just love it because it's just so different, and the texture is different as well. Which if you're like me, I like some of the different textures as well as the different look. The doily, that's a page from the digi kit. And there's lots of blank pages for journaling on as well. A few book pages there. I think that one might be on McDonald Had a Farm. This is a little, what do you call those things? Little kids, little golden book. And here's one. Now this page could be from the Vintage Farmyard kit, but potentially also could be all the horses. I might have mingled it a little bit in this actual journal. So let's just quickly flick through. Here I've just made a pocket out of nesting 2 envelopes and decorating it. So, you know, and then you've got some of the cards and ephemera that are in the digi kit. And side-lined pages. Sorry, just quickly flick through so you can kind of see what it's all about. And I just love all this paper. I just love it. It just looks it looks vintage and all that stuff. And I love this little sign here with the corn, the beans and tomato, and that actually I think is in the digi as little separate things too, to stick onto pockets and so forth. Lots of chickens and roosters and things in the kit. Just a little journal card there under that altered paper clip. More horses. These elements are from the digi, but as I say, may not be in the one that's on Etsy. I just love this. I just love the backgrounds in this kit. And that's what was so difficult, you see, because I loved all the backgrounds. There's what I'm talking about with putting a corn sign on the tag. And that's a little photo there, and that's actually my dad with my oldest brother. I've got, he features in my journal a couple of times. Book page about Australia actually, but still country Australia. And I just made little pockets out of some music paper, which I also got that style from my florist. She's a lovely lady, and she gave me some of her papers when I admired them. Of course, I then gave her a journal, so fair's fair. And that's another one of the papers. And another one where I've used those little tags to put onto those little name tabs to put on a tag. Little flip down, flip up there. Very simple to make, but they look quite effective and form quite a pretty little pocket, I think. They can be decorated, of course, but I've left this one plain so far. Another one of the chooks and roosters spreads from the kit, and another of the nested envelope pocket arrangements. Here we have a little side slide. Just goes in there like so. It's a bit of a firm fit, but it does fit. And this, I didn't show you this. Where was the other side of that? That's actually from the Kazaz brochure, and my consultant for Kazaz requested for me that I'd be allowed to put it into a journal, and she got permission from her bosses, so that's why it's in there. I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous because you've got the windmills and the bush cabins and things like that. Just really fitted in with this theme. Another little pocket there with a postcard in there. I made lots of these little cards with the background, and then put the old wrecks of trucks and tractors and things like that on them. And I actually, this isn't in the kit, I don't think. I think this was one of the freebies I put on my craft group page on Facebook, and some of those made them into the journal as well because I particularly liked them. But I actually made them at the bequest of one of my members of my group, who just really loves the old trucks and so forth. So I made them specifically for her, but they fitted in so well with this journal. The good old dairy cow there. And yeah, just a few little bits and pieces. The old tractors and milk separators. A little collage there. Another one of those cards I've made with using the background card with the vintage rusty old cars and trucks. Another one of the background papers that I kind of really decided I loved. Couldn't choose between them because I had so many different ones that just look so great. That's why I had so many. Old MacDonald had a farm again. Here I've just used the other side, just stuck down the bottom. On the other side it's an envelope kind of pocket thing, and on this side I've just stuck down the bottom to create a little tuck spot there. A flip out here with the mason jar behind, and a little tuck spot there. Again, one of the images from the Kazaz brochure. It's a booklet actually, it's a whole book. Now this double spread is my parents, my dad with my oldest brother and their farm horse, and on the other side with the same horse, my mum. They're both passed on now, but they're still with me. I'll put them in the book. Just a little envelope that I've decorated the front, and in the back another one of those little cards with the rusty old ute, truck, pickup, whatever you want to call it. Sharing Australian style out in the bush somewhere. And another multi-layered pocket created by putting two envelopes together. I think I made a video about how to do that. It's really very simple, but if you haven't seen it, you might want to have a look. More cows, the old Hereford that one is. And here we've got a bit of a side tuck with the chook theme going on there, and a little pocket there. Cows again. I think that's an Angus bull, that one. Could be wrong. Another mason jar there, which is one of the favourite things I like to do when I'm designing. And there we are, there we have it. A bit of a pocket at the back there in the brick wall. And just my card there, as well as a little tag. And there you go, there you have it. And it's tied together with kind of like light coffee coloured seam binding. Now, I've forgotten what I've already said and what I haven't, because unfortunately this is the second time I've done this video. The first time I forgot to turn the camera on. So did I tell you that this journal is for sale and it will be listed in my Etsy store? I will put the link below. And a version of the kit is also in my Etsy store, and I'll put the link for that as well. Thank you so much for looking. Have a lovely day.